Hello, welcome back to Empower Her Daily, your 3 to 4 minute daily boost for women over 30 to feel strong, capable, and proud. So, today I want to talk about what real progress actually looks like. Now, I don't mean the kind of progress that you could measure on some kind of chart or the scales or in a before and after picture. I mean the more subtle, but the progress that actually lasts, because a lot of people are making progress without realizing it and then quitting because they think they're not or they can't see it. Why progress is easy to miss? Because most of us grow up thinking progress should feel obvious, that it's clear results, and often that it should happen quicker than it actually will. But real progress is a lot more subtle. It shows up as fewer extreme weeks. Now, how I can explain that is with my own story. So about 6 months ago, my pull-ups were quite irregular week on week. So week 1, I'd be doing 10. Week 2, I'd be doing 6. Week 3, I'd be doing 8. Week 4, I'd be back to 6. And only week 5 would I hit 10 again. So 6 months on, I'm still in a cycle of having more reps in one week than the other, but it's way more consistent and it's higher. So my numbers now, for example, because I did them today was 12, last week was 10, and the week before I think was 10. So the consistency has improved, but also the volume has improved. And you might think in 6 months, oh, that's not a lot. That's how progress works. And you do feel it and you are proud of it because you've worked hard for it. Now, another subtle way that you might see real progress is in your awareness of your choices. And that's a really valuable one. Another one might be quicker recovery from disruptions. Now, because these are more subtle and less flashy, we assume they don't count or we don't acknowledge them, but they're really important. So another thing we often forget about progress, it can often look like restraint. So sometimes progress isn't about doing more, it's about doing less. It's stopping before burnout. It's choosing consistency over intensity. It's listening to early signs of fatigue instead of just pushing through them. These moments don't feel impressive, but they're exactly what make progress sustainable. I would say one reason people miss their own progress is comparison. Now, we've definitely done a podcast on that, so go back and have a look. But when you measure yourself based on someone else's progress, your own steady steps can feel insignificant. But progress isn't about how fast you achieve it. It's about building a way of living that doesn't require constant restarting. Real progress also doesn't mean never struggling. It means you don't disappear when things get hard or uncomfortable. You adjust, you stay connected, and you come back quicker. That ability to remain engaged, even imperfectly, is often the biggest shift of all. If things feel quieter and steadier and less dramatic than they used to, that doesn't mean you've stalled. It often means you've learned how to move forward without burning out. And that kind of progress, although may not look exciting, it is the kind that lasts. So I would like to invite you to reflect on your own progress, not the flashy stuff, but the small things. Thank you for listening to Empower Her Daily. This is your journey, your pace, your strength. See you next time.